What's up? Well, it is morning time. We are in Arizona. Almost over here to Williams, Arizona right now. I wanted to make it to Williams yesterday, but again, the alternator went out, so I had to get that replaced. And that dug into my 14 yesterday and didn't make it this far. So, oh well. Just coming around the bend there, saw the beautiful landscape out in front of us. So, oh, that's a nice little morning treat. I'm out here watching for elk, deer, and Bigfoot. So, nice day though. 31 degrees right now. Got a good night's sleep in Winslow. Got up. I didn't need to leave super early, so oops, camera died, had to plug it in. Anyway, as you see though, I didn't have to get up super early. I got up at 5. The McDonald's right there in Winslow was already open. We got me a coffee. Is that Sasquatch? Oh, no. Nice mellow morning though. Pretty light on traffic. Just buzz on down. I'll get on down to Kingman, go to the Petro there, at exit 65, so I got about 100 miles to go down there. Bust over into California, get over to Barstow. Thinking about Barstow getting a truck wash. Get an ABS light on. I don't know where the hell that came from. Wasn't there yesterday. All good though, just plugging along. So I get over to Bakersfield, get up north of Bakersfield somewhere today, finish up in the morning, do my drop. Then I have a load going from Manteca. After I get done with my drop tomorrow, I'm just gonna hang out in Manteca because I have a pickup on Monday at 1300 hours in San Jose. And it's going to Boise out of Hope. I am the Hope. But yeah, San Jose to Boise, and then from Boise, like I said, Tri-Cities area, Kennewick, Pasco, whatever, Washington. It's like 280 miles away. I don't know if I'll end up deadheading up there for the apple load maybe. But I know he's getting 8,000 plus for apple loads, just going back to Texas and everything too. He's getting a lot of money for apples, so you know, when the rates are good, sometimes it's just worth biting the bullet and deadheading a little bit. So nothing major. So we'll see how that one turns out in a couple days. So, and, well, my load, I pick it up Monday at 1300. I'm gonna have to go over Donner Summit over to Winnemucca, and then cut up was it 93 or 95 up into Oregon, and then grab the other highway over there going over to Boise. We used to run it, I mean, it's been 5 years ago. We used to run that when we were with what, TLI, calling the SD's doubles back in the day, back in 2016. So that's already been 5 years ago. Yeah, we used to do that all the time, hauling doubles. So I remember that road. So here's Williams, Loves. I always liked Williams. This is a cool town. I always dug it. I love up here during the summer too, here in Flagstaff and everything. It's just mountains in general out here in the west, Sierra Nevadas too. The smell of the pine trees when taught out, like good clean air, pine trees, everything. I was always a mountain guy. Like if California wasn't so expensive and retarded, I would easily live in the mountains up there again. Like I used to live in a little town up there called Quincy. I lived in Redding for some time. And I lived in Sacramento for several years. But I guess Quincy, the Sierra Nevada foothills up there too, Grass Valley, Nevada City. I lived in Tahoe for a little while. All back in the 90s and stuff. Then we started migrating south and moved to Bakersfield, of course, which was a drastic contrast from living up in the mountains and stuff like that. And then from Bakersfield, moved over to Vegas. And I lived in Vegas for 14 years. So, then, of course, as you saw our story play out from Vegas, lived in Illinois for a little bit, which was nice in its own way, but now that we're not there anymore, I've driven through Champaign a few times now since we moved, and it's nice to go back through there. I mean, it was a nice town, but ultimately Illinois wasn't the place to lay down any roots either. So gotta admit, being in Lubbock, it's cool. Might be the place to hang, or it might be for now and we find something else. But we like being in Texas better. It's a good place to be. Overall, nice place to live. Lubbock is a nice sized city, a couple 100,000 people. It's got everything you need there. It's not a congested city. You can be across town anywhere in 10 minutes. It's got the freeways, and it's got Texas Tech University, and it's got a major medical research center attached to the university, and it's got all the shopping and food and hospitals and decent schools and all this kind of stuff. That overall, and plus real estate's cheap. It's not like moving to Dallas and Austin and Houston and I guess the eastern side of Texas. And then you got El Paso and San Antonio too. They're all way more expensive. Lubbock, you can still buy just a regular house for well under $200,000. So where you see a lot of other places are $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 even for just a regular little tract house. So as that comes around too, if we do want to buy a house in Lubbock, that of course we'd be looking to get something a little bit bigger. And there's some nice spreads in Lubbock. I was just looking at one yesterday and I sent it to Selena. I think it was 4,500 square feet, huge place. Had a full house, like a 4-bed, 3-bath house, and they had a basement with 3 bedrooms, a kitchen, and living area, a full house underneath it too. So, and a couple of bathrooms. I was like, wow, but it was going for $439,000, and it was sitting on just about an acre. I was like, well, that's nice, but it's got outbuildings and everything, and all that stuff going on. I was like, damn, you couldn't even think to get a house like that in most other places around the country. So there's a lot of places in the Midwest and everything that are still down on price. So, but to be around a city like that, typically it'd be a lot more money. If you want to live out in way more rural areas, yeah, you can find some decent prices, like cheaper and stuff, with a little bit of land on it. But overall, Lubbock is panning out to have been a good choice for us. It's, all of our downtime and hardship that we've had since we went to Lubbock, as long as we can get over that and we're there and everything's cool, we can work right out of Lubbock. It's like, yeah, no reason not to think about laying down some roots in Lubbock, So, anywho, I'm gonna sit here and butt cram prime here. I guess we're going to a little 1-lane section. Sit here and poke him in the ass for a while. So, guess we'll be back in a little bit. Get on down to Kingman. Check back out. Just edging up to get some fuel here in Kingman. Let's see if they got the 60-gallon rule here too. I'd be thinking it'd be better. Here, well, I see something taped on the thing. Yep. Somebody don't know how to spell, but 60 gallons. Pfft, whatever. Alright, so just got the fuel topped off the reefer. Yeah, 60 gallon limit. Lame. Look, a Keenan truck, CAG. I used to drive for CAG out of Vegas, and I used to deliver here all the time. It was a daily thing. You do like 2 loads a day out of Vegas, bring it down here, and they got a big old, it's like a 500,000 gallon tank they got. So they're doing a delivery. 500,000 gallons of storage. But there's a fuel shortage. Wonder if I rolled over there, so who that was, if I knew him still. Everybody's lined up over here. They all jump into the first pump they see. The other side, I rolled right in. Well, I waited on one truck. They're all back there, 2 and 3 lined up. It's like, just jump over to the other side, man. Go check it out. So I'm going to jump on down to, what was it? Not Andy Devine, but was it Stockman? No. Stock Hill Road, Stockman, where the hospital is, and the Walmart. I know I can get into right behind a place there. Del Taco's right there. I want to get some breakfast. Whenever I make it out west, you know, as far as fast food joints go, because I know I was saying in the other video, like fast food, screw all that. Another CAG truck. When you come out west though, there are a couple of things I like out here that are still chain. But Del Taco's one of them. And In-N-Out Burger. I usually don't get In-N-Out. It's greasy, it's good, but you know, as far as having like a real burger, it's about as good as it gets for fast food. Of course, growing up in Southern California where In-N-Out Burger started, that was always a staple thing when you're growing up. So the 60 gallons looks like it pretty much topped me off. I know my right side tank wasn't totally full, but it was getting there. Because yesterday I got the 60 gallons in Holbrook. Come over here, top it off again. Kind of topped off, reefer's topped off, my def's full. So, should be alright for a while. And I'm averaging, even though it's telling me less right now, like 6.7, 6.8. That's the computer. I mean, overall, I've been averaging 7.5 miles per gallon with this truck, so not bad. Not as great as it could be, I guess, but yeah, I'll go over get some Del Taco though, and probably just turn my 30 right there. I'm already past my threshold of my break for the day, so I can take it and not lose any time. Not have to take a second break later on. It's good though, just been plugging along, doing 65 and making average time for the day, and hopefully get over in California. I'll keep it bumped up a little bit. You know, when you're in California, you can do like 60, nobody bugs you. You start pushing like 65 plus, and that's when you start sticking out. I don't know why they've never changed the speed limit. Maybe just too much traffic. They don't need trucks barreling around doing 70 miles an hour. It's too congested in California usually. So I'll go get some Del Taco. We'll be back. So we're coming to Stockton Hill Road. I can remember the name of it. Stockton Hill. Anybody that ever wants some food when you're coming through Kingman, you don't just have to go to the truck stops. I wonder what this became. That used to be a Whataburger, and then it became a Mexican restaurant, and now it's something else, or nothing actually, it looks like. So, get off here at Stockton Hill. There's an In-N-Out Burger right here, but you'd have to park across the way, cross the street, and go to In-N-Out Burger if you want. There's no truck parking back in there. But we get off here, you can see the hospital and everything. Gets a little congested on this road right here, but you just got to give it a minute. Come on, let's go. Screw it, I'll go. So the Del Taco is down here on the right. What you do, you got the Ross Dress for Less Center in here. You go just past the light, you're gonna make a right where that pickup's coming out. Just past the shopping center here. Right in her. Might have popped the curb a little bit. Just a smidge. But there's Panda and Del Taco right here. Whatever your preference. There's a lot of parking back in here, you know, just stay off to the side or something like that. I usually pull up right about here. Just get out of the way enough. Yeah. RV sitting there all. Oh, what the holy hell was that? Like I said, there's not much going on back here, so I'll even just pull up somewhere over here. Back up and line up on that. There's a lot of dead space back here and everything if you're just going to hang out for a little bit. But the thing to do from here, so park back here, hang out, you know, you got the Walmart right there if you need it, which parking over here is cool. You can just walk over there. You got Panda, Del Taco, something else over there I think too. But then like I said, In-N-Out Burgers back across the street. There's a Taco Bell right here in the center and a KFC. So if you can park back here, when you leave, you go straight, hook around the building and go back out in front of the stores. And there's a lot that you go out to that light and you can make a left and go right back to the freeway, so it makes it real easy. So that was it. Anybody wasn't aware of this little area back here, now you know. So get some food, be back, go ahead and go off duty here for my 30. Go get some grub, all right? So So I got my Del Taco, came back over, ate some of that, and then I ran into Walmart real quick. Picked up some vitamins. Trying to stay healthy. Picked up some beef jerky. So like I was telling you though, you just go down around the back of the store here. Because if you try to turn around and go back out, you can't make a left turn. Plus that's a busy road most time. But this is the you know, normal service entrance area. So a lot of homeless people hanging out around here too. Living the van life. But you can go down there, but then you got to make a left to cross traffic. Whereas this, you got to go across a few speed bumps. Gonna put you at the signal. Thing is all busy, man. Kingman's popping. Went into Walmart. It's like every aisle you walk down is like somebody in your way coming at you. Try to take it easy when people are around, because the trucks are scary. Speed bump. You can see there's a KFC right there, Taco Bell right there, you know, depending on what you want. I mean, going Taco Bell, I'd rather have Del Taco. It's better. And after you eat some of this junk food, if you decide to have a heart attack, then you can go across the street to the hospital. Come on, people. Got things to do. There you go. Oh, that's a right turn only also now. Or was it always? I can't remember. So yeah, if you came out the other end of the parking lot down there, you'd be screwed. I was thinking about getting a truck wash here at Blue Beacon, but it's only a single bay truck wash. And they had like 6 trucks piled up in that bastard. I was like, nope. I'll keep on going. I know Barstow's got a Blue Beacon, but they also got the, was it the Three Sisters truck wash right next to the Loves? So maybe I'll check that one out. I want to get a truck wash before I hit the Mojave scales though, because this thing's so coated up in mud. I don't want to be too much of an eyesore, so. Well, that was Kingman. miles away from my parents right now, but can't go see them. So what are you gonna do? And then Phoenix, my daughter's in Phoenix. I'm like in that general vicinity, but can't do nothing about it. Oh well. So anyway, we'll check back later. Out. Yep. Shit's about to get real. It's coming. It's coming. Crossing the Colorado River. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh man, I just got so depressed. Now for the next 3 days, I'm going to be living in 1939 Germany, and I've got a star on my sleeve. Until I get over Donner Summit and drop down into Reno. I'm gonna live with this for the next few days. 55 miles an hour, crappy fuel, no parking. And a DOT comparable to the Gestapo. Wonderful. Well, if I'm still alive in the next clip, I guess you'll hear from me then. If I don't get hemmed up and beat up and shot. Going into California. Oh, actually, the funny thing about California, California is where mostly just saw a news clip of Kaiser Permanente, November 15th. 32,000 nurses and medical workers are going on strike, and Kaiser Permanente is mainly based in California as far as I know, as well as other states and everything. And also, but 32,000 are gonna walk off the job November 15th, plus possibly another 8,000 in Hawaii. Yeah, my seatbelt light came on. It does that, the little sensor screwed up. So anyway, and it does that constantly where I go over some bumps in the road and it jiggles the seat and whatever. Anyway, they're calling it Strikesgiving. But 32,000 nurses and medical workers in the lower 48, and then up to 8,000 in Hawaii have all submitted their strike notice. So November 15th, if you are solely dependent on going to Kaiser Permanente for your health care, good luck. So anyway, on that note, I'll be coming up on the ag station here in a minute and getting over to heading on to Barstow, see if I might be able to get a truck wash if the lines aren't out the freaking out the street. Then clean the truck up a little bit so I look a little bit better. So you know, put off a nice sheen so I'm not such an eyesore to the DOT. So anyway, check back. Yep. fucking truck. So I got into California, went up my first set of hills or two, mid-grade, you know, I was down to about 45 mile an hour, just kind of going, dash lights up. I'd get up over the grade before I could pull over here at this exit. Def lights on, check engine light, everything. Pulled over, checked the code, says poor def quality and emissions EEC malfunction, service engine, blah blah blah. So typically what I have to do, because it does this periodically, that I gotta pull over. It takes about 40 minutes. I gotta do a regen and just let it do its thing. And the stupid thing was, I was actually going up a hill, engine heat was up and everything, and it's like, why didn't you do a regen while I'm driving? I don't run the truck at night, I drive it all day. They should do regens while I'm going, you know, this crap. So we'll finish this up and get moving again. Usually what happens is it clears all the codes after a little bit. The engine warning light will stay on for a day or two and finally clear out, but all this def crap, DPF bullshit, this goddamn truck, man, I swear. I swear. So the def light cleared and the check engine light cleared. Probably take another 10 minutes and it'll cycle out. I could get moving again. This goddamn lemon of a truck can't even get 20 miles down the damn road every day. That's it. I'm buying a new truck. As soon as I get the means. Like, I'm sitting here looking at comments right now and everything from the video that just put up. Yeah, somebody saying like I'd look good in a new 389 or whatever. Yeah, Greg Monholland down here saying, get rid of this thing, it's a money pit, you would look good in a brand new 389. I said, hell yeah I would. You're straight up pimp. I'd go get me a lime green felt hat and a cane and some platform boots, bell bottom polyester slacks with them. You can see my goddamn moose knuckle. They're all tight, doing disco dance moonwalks in and out of the truck stop. Instead of this goddamn chunk. Driving around this thing, you feel like I can't say it's that bad, you know what I mean. No, like driving around this heap, I feel like I'm driving a 92 Buick Le Mans with missing hubcaps and shit, and a donut tire, no muffler. I guess it comes down to you get what you pay for. I bought a cheap truck, so what do you expect? Buy a cheap truck, you're just going to put money in the maintenance. Buy a new truck, you just got to stack up your money so you can take care of the payments while everything's under warranty. So, not just looking at Rush Peterbilt. I got a lot of new 389s. Been looking around for W9s with the studio sleeper, you know, the 86-inch sleeper. Not many of them out there right now. A lot of people are charging a lot of money for new trucks right now too. They're jacking up all the prices, so I'll play it by ear. Like I said, I'll be patient and keep looking, keep stacking up money as much as I can, unless this thing keeps breaking down. I got to keep dumping money into it. But I have just one more hold up for the day, so so we'll wait for this thing to clear and then we'll get out of here. Johnny Law just passed me up. didn't stop off and see my big old piss puddle outside. Keep it rolling, Johnny Law. Keep it rolling. Nothing to see here. Moving along. So it finally just ended the regen, so we'll get moving. You can smell it, it's all burned and everything. Yeah, we've been here about 30-40 minutes. Burning into my daylight. Make sure to stop fully. He's over there on the shoulder, chilling, waiting for all you pesky speeders to come on down. Still kind of warm out here. It says 86. At least not 186. Oh, we got another one. Johnny Law pulling over a big rig. Must have been coming off that hill a little too hot, brother. No. Oh. You got your jakes on. You're gonna grind some gears. What are you doing? Good old Johnny Law. Keep this bastard off the goddamn shoulder again. Give these guys a flash, let them slow down a little bit. Seeing as there's one just passed. There was a revision to the mandates being put out about getting the jab, that now, you know, like as far as people in power, you got to pretty much, you know, you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile every time, and they're never going to give it back. That they're pushing, you know, they were pushing this whole thing of companies with 100 or more employees have to be stuck. So already that was gonna, yeah, they were looking at what, November, like right in the beginning of November here for it to be implemented or something like that. Now there's been another revision to it that all employees of companies of any number, this was Biden's new thing he's putting out, by January 4th, anybody going to any job, and even if you're self-employed, say you have, like the way it was being explained, that say like we have an LLC, but by a certain measure you are an employee of that LLC, so you now become an employee of any company, and you are now mandated to go get stuck. vision of getting fined $14,000 per violation per person. That's what they're trying to push right now. I honestly don't know how this is going to go down. I don't know how they're even going to enforce it, but if this continues, I don't see how we end up in an all-out fracas, you know what I mean? People taking to the streets, just absolutely rebelling against all this. I never in my life have I seen something like this. You know, this is like I said, it's World War II, Gestapo, whatever kind of stuff. You know, it's sounding really crazy if they're really going to try and push this stuff on down. So I don't know. See what happens with it. But I just don't see how they can pull it off. You know, there's a lot of sheeple in this country. I get that, but and you can push this down on a lot of people, and they'll go, okay, oh my God, I'm so scared. But this is no longer about a virus. This is about control. You know, that the virus is just the tool. You know what I mean? Even that one singer dude Pitbull said it. You know, because he was from Cuba. And you could go look up his little clip video of it. There's doing some round table talk with people, and you know, coming from Cuba and communism, he said, man, Castro would have been in awe of how you guys pulled this one off, man. He says, you took everybody down with a virus? It's like, oh man, like you didn't even have to start a war, you didn't even have to fight anybody, you just put a virus out there in the air, you know, and scared everybody into submission and took everything over, you know. He caught a lot of flack for that too, but he called it right. You know, it's just like, but him just saying that really puts it in perspective too, that he already came from a communist country where they tried to keep power on everybody, you know, just keep everybody wrenched down. And it's like, yeah, they're trying it. They're trying. So hopefully, I mean, throughout history, freedom and truth always prevail. It may take a little while, but they always come out on top in the end. So something to remember, you know, one way or another, it'll work itself out. Just sucks we got to go through it in the first place. So anywho, cruising out here through the desert, hoping I don't get popped by Johnny Law. So we'll check back in a bit. What's going on, people? So we are in Buttonwillow, California. I was gonna go up to 99, I said, nah, I'll just go up to 5. It's the same miles. Besides, if I came over here, there's if I need to get fuel, which it doesn't look like I do right now, but the crapper is I'm going up to Manteca right now. There's only fuel on the way up to Manteca. There's nothing over to San Jose because I go to TA Petro. I already walked over, got me a Starbucks. I was up about 5 o'clock. I took a shower. Come on, man. Hey, look, there's a Williams Tank Lines tanker at the Chevron, or Arco. I used to deliver to that Arco and the Chevron. Texaco rack. Well, it used to be Texaco. It's closed down now. And then, what was it? It was Texaco, and then it became a Shell loading rack right on Rosedale Highway in Bakersfield there. And then Shell shut it down, and what was it? Flying J bought it out, whatever they're called, like Great Western or something like that. I don't know. They ran it for some years too, and then it's just shut down now. Good times. So yeah, I'm trying to think of Los Banos. That's what it was. I think Los Banos has a Petro there. Maybe I'll top off a little bit. So I'll be able to go to Manteca, to San Jose, and get the hell out of the state over to Reno, get some fuel and sparks, go over to Winnemucca, head up north, go up to Boise. So good times. We'll be back. Yep. So I'm here in Manteca, just got done unloading, been here about 4 hours. It's about 15:20 right now, 3:20 p.m. to the Lapers. Took a little while though. I got here at 11:20 a.m. A little run around getting checked in, everything like that, but I'm at a Lineage Logistics. Sorry for the wind. There's a whole bunch of trucks here when I got here, and now they're all gone, man. Look at me all back of the bus. So I'm just gonna stay over here in Ripon tonight. It's just a few miles down the road. There's a Love's and a Flying J there. They got a Denny's. I already took a shower a little while ago on the way up here, so all good for the night on that. Got fuel in Santanella at the TA. Got 70 gallons. Price was $4.82. I mean, I get a discount off of that, but still, $4.82. The reefer was 3/4 full, so I wasn't worried about that. I'm going to get my pickup tomorrow, and then I'll worry about it when I get over to, you know, like Reno or something like that. But wheel chocks out, everything's cool. I already turned the reefer off. Come on. Easy breezy. It's kind of funny to notice lumper fees over the years. I mean, I know everything goes up and never goes back down, but I just put out $300 on a lumper fee. Of course, I didn't have to pay it. You know, just bill it back and everything. And I got a code from the office. You know, they gave me an EFS code to pay it, so it didn't come directly out of my pocket. You know, if I don't turn the receipt in, yeah, it gets billed back to me. But put this stuff away. Go on, get down in there. Come on. Yeah, slide on in there. Yeah. There you go. But let's turn this thing around. Of course, it gets billed back to me if, you know, I don't turn the receipt in. So almost made it. So we're gonna go over to Ripon though, because they got a truck wash there. Going to San Jose, there ain't nothing. At least I know of. My air dumped out again. Of course, the truck's been turned off for a couple hours. I'll let this thing air back up. I don't want you to sit here and listen to that whistle the whole time. Be right back. Let's go back, close the doors. See how screwed up the trailer is. thinking it must be something to do with that leveling valve right there. Leveling arm. That's where it sounds like it's coming from. So I'll keep checking it out. I'll pinpoint that bastard. So let's see how many tons of broken pallet wood is in the back here. Oh, actually, dude, that's not my fucking load lock. What the hell is that goddamn busted chunk of shit? Oh, these aren't my load locks. This came with the trailer. Never mind. It looks like they... What the hell is that thing? Whatever. Isn't it kind of funny? Start walking around. I've noticed for a long time now, I see face masks on the ground, and I always, like, if you saw something like that on the ground a few years ago, you would have thought it was like a pair of chicks' underwear. You're like, oh, somebody had a rough night. Now you see face masks. You see little strings and stuff. You know, you think, oh, that must. Like you walk up on it, you think it's gonna be some chick's drawers. She got a little too drunk in the park last night or something like that. That's just funny. Now half the garbage you see blowing around is face masks. A little hiss going on back here too. I mean, which would explain why my air is dropping out. See if this one's still going on. Nope. So, I'm done with that. The Flying J over in Ripon still has paid spots available. I got to get over there and see if there's just a free spot available, and then I'll go buy one. I laid down for a little while. I was feeling like crap, man. My sinuses have been absolute concrete. Every time I go west, I almost get sick for like a day or two. Allergies act up and I'm just a wreck. Felt like garbage. Slept for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Woke up, felt a little bit better, a little bit more clear-headed, but I'm still just so groggy, man. I was like, oh, it's lame, man. Grew up in California, lived in California until 2004. Moved to Vegas. I'd lived in, up till 2004, I'd lived in Phoenix. When we moved to Vegas, and me and my ex-wife, we were having all kinds of problems. As soon as we moved to Vegas, she threatened to leave me and take the kids and move to Minnesota with her sister. So we ended up moving to Minnesota. I was trying to hang on. Of course, what, 4 or 5 months went by in Minnesota, and I ended up coming back to Vegas. It's when we broke up for the first time. It was over back then. We kept trying to hang on. Oh my God, do it for the kids and all that crap. It was like, you ain't never gonna save it. It's never gonna work. So we'll go to Ripon. Check back in a bit, I guess. Get on out of here. Alright? Out. Well, I just got parked in Ripon. The Flying J. Whole lot was full. Nothing. People are camped out on the street. Said they still had 10 reserve spots available. So I just went out and grabbed one, and I'll screw it. I could have gone across the street to the Loves and checked over there, but it's right here off Jacktone Road in Ripon, and this place is huge for just people camping out, because a lot of people come here to go over to the Bay Area and stuff too. So you know, I got a spot, big deal. I don't know, whatever. Better than being in some parking lot somewhere with no bathroom and no food, and it's Sunday, so it's going to be camp out central because everybody probably delivers tomorrow and stuff first thing. So you get in here on a Friday night, Saturday night, something like that, you'll probably find a spot still pretty late. Maybe not here, this place is bad, but overall, you know, you see place is all full though. These are reserved spots. This guy's just backing in right now, but there's only a few spots, so obviously there's guys parking in reserved spots too that didn't pay probably. So, you know, nice full place. At least there's Denny's here if I want to go across the street. I think there's a Mexican restaurant. There's a Panda Express across the way. You know, if I want to get something light, Panda's all right. You know, you get like their steamed veggies and some meat, so not too bad. Denny's, you can get a salad or something. I don't know, salads are real basic bitch stuff now that they've done away with a lot of their good stuff. So, so anyway, here we is. Go ahead and get this video together. Load's done. Start off tomorrow going over to San Jose, do the pickup, and start heading for Boise. So I guess we'll check back later. Out.
With turquoise and real diamonds.
Oh!